Hello.
What's going on, man?
Do I have you on another slider? Hold on.
I hate sliders.
No, you don't.
Well, the little burgers. The little burgers, man. The little burgers.
Yeah, they're a waste of time.
Right.
Turn this up a little bit. Perfect. All right. Am I too loud for you?
Nope. You're good.
Okay. Perfect. I've been using audio hijack recordings.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's funny. When I edited that episode,
Man.
I just used the Reaper recording that I did.
Yeah. Yeah. These are more like backup recordings, it seems like. I don't know that Cleanfeed's worth it. But
the audio quality is significantly better, though.
It is. It is. So I told you, did I tell you about the ironic giving Steven a hard time about not having a backup recording?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you guys did a show, but then you were like, I'm going to record. I'm going to record everybody this time. Don't worry about it.
I'm going to record a backup recording.
Except you had Safari set as your.
Yeah. And it really sucks because it would have been one of those good. It was one of those really good not blooper, but like first takes of an episode that worked out pretty well. And I'm like, yeah, I'll send it to you guys when I'm done. And then I had to say, sorry, can't send it to you guys. I mean, I could have. You would have just got my end.
Yeah. Oh, man, then they could have tried to punch themselves in. Here's your intro to Reaper. Punch yourself in at the appropriate point.
Right? And don't overtalk it.
And make it make sense. Yeah.
So what's new with you?
Have you ordered some Meta frames at all?
No.
Any new Meta products? I have not.
No. I have not. Did you see that there's a screen reader on the Meta display?
No, I had not heard that.
Yeah. Stephen posted an article on Double Tap yesterday. I saw a post on Mastodon linking to the FAQ for the screen reader, but there is a screen reader on the Meta display.
That's
the only reason I would be interested in Meta display. And I want to preface this to listeners with, I'm not buying a Meta display, at least not for myself. The only reason I would be interested in them is if you could get the neural band to set up shortcuts. So for example, if you're standing in a store and you can double click two of your fingers together and then Meta just starts describing what's around you, that would be a reason to get me to really think about doing that. Because I absolutely hate standing in the middle of a public place and just saying, hey, Meta, look and describe this to me. Hey, Meta, look and describe that to me. If I had a way to get the information from Meta without having to repeatedly say, hey, Meta, that would be something that would intrigue me.
Yeah.
Additionally,
I can see that.
There is an API available for developers called the Access API, which it is presumed will open up access to, well, it's not presumed, it's confirmed. It will open up access to the cameras for interaction with third-party applications. Which makes me concerned for a lot of these specialized glasses for the blind.
Yeah, I could see that, but I would say more so than being concerned, it makes me more interested for, say, a platform like Envision because they want to be a software company. So now here's your chance to prove that, I think.
Put Ally on the glasses themselves.
Yep. Or make Ally's mobile app able to use the camera. I'm guessing will be how they would actually probably have to make that work.
Well, and I wonder if there would be bridges to, because what's the one complaint you hear about the Meta Ray-Ban's camera? For me, I can't use it with FaceTime.
Yeah, that's my biggest problem is that it's well, honestly, for me, it's just not being able to use it anywhere with any sort of third party app, right? So I can't use it with FaceTime. I can't use it with Signal. I can't use it with Google Meet, Zoom, like different things like that, as well as not having it available directly in the device's camera, right? Like I want to take a photo, but I have to take the photo and then go through Meta to get that photo out and do whatever, record a video and then go through Meta to export that out, versus being able to, open up the camera app or open up the, some other camera app and start recording or snap some photos and use that as the external camera.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it would make it a whole lot better if I could just, use it with like FaceTime.
Yeah.
Like that would probably be the simplest answer. And none of all that is on the Meta. What are they called again? The Meta display.
Yeah. Well, the APIs for third-party apps look like they're coming to the Ray-Bans and Oakleys.
Okay, see, that makes that more interesting. Like you, I'm somewhat interested in I will be more interested in the displays if I could do other things with that band.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I don't think I would purchase them at this point either. The announcement of a screen reader just tells me that Meta's thinking about things in a deeper way than I for sure give them credit for.
Yeah.
I am thinking about the Oakleys though. I just haven't pulled the trigger on them. I have gone as far as to initiate an IRA call and give the IRA agent a link so that she could describe the colors of the lenses because they use weird names. And I was like, I have no idea what this is.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the lens color that I would want, that I also understood what the color was, only comes with a white frame. And I'm like, I don't want a white. Like I know what Oakleys look like, but I don't want a white band wrapped around my head. Like that just seems silly. In order for me to get black lenses. So, if I order any, I will most likely go with the black frames with the 24K lenses.
So
I don't know if
you pre-ordered a Giga.
I did pre-order a Giga. Giggity.
Yeah. Are you as excited about them when you pre-ordered them now? Do you still have the same excitement for them as what you did when you pre-ordered them? Or has that been tempered a little bit? A, with the lack of shipping, which kind of, I can imagine, does pose some challenges, and B, with some of the new releases with Meta and other platforms.
So the releases of
Envision.
The releases of other devices like the Envision frames or even anything with Meta hasn't dampened my enthusiasm for the Gigas at all. The only thing that I would say that has put a damper on, I admittedly going into convention this year, before going to New Orleans, was very annoyed. I was starting to get really, really annoyed. Even had some considerations of canceling my pre-order. But two things kept me from doing that before going to New Orleans. One, I firmly attribute to you because you have been through a situation somewhat similar to this before, with the Celeste glasses, I think it may have been.
Yep.
I was like, I'll be patient because they're working on a thing and it's not as easy. And there's been a lot of turbulence with a lot of different things. So that could, affect supply chain, et cetera, et cetera. The other reason is if they ship, I got unlimited, I don't never have to pay for a subscription. So
Mm-hmm.
let's not bust that up. After convention, I actually feel better about them having seen them, and I also can fully understand some of the delay because as I said when I came back from New Orleans, like there are some things they still need to work on, for sure. And I would rather you get those things right before, because people are going to find other issues as they get out here in the world and start using them. But there are some obvious things that you absolutely need to fix. Like the microphones need to be better noise canceling. That is the primary thing. We need what I think would be a better navigation system from what they currently or what they had at the time when I was in New Orleans, to switch modes and things like that. That I feel like could be a little more intuitive. But the microphones, absolutely, because, it does me zero good if I'm out anywhere. If I'm in the room with anybody else, or even a TV or a radio playing, and
What, you
I'm
want to
trying to
sit in
ask a
silence
question.
all the time?
I'm trying to ask a question, and it picks up what they said or what that device said, and now it's off on that tangent, and not knowing what I actually do. So that needs to be fixed. I would say really the only thing that's actually put a damper on it is initially when they launched. Well, not when they launched, but when they launched the pre-orders and
Right.
all of that, they had wraparounds. And the ones I saw in New Orleans were not wraparounds. I'm like,
Nope.
man, Kevin, got to do something about this, man. Like, what happened to the wraparounds, dude? like this more than anything might make me cancel my order. You know how much I hate non-wraparound frames?
So I'm intrigued by Meta and what they're doing. Meta AI do you use the Meta AI app on your device at all?
For anything other than fiddling with
Like,
the glasses,
aside from
no.
just configuring your glasses, do you use it as an AI?
No, not at all.
Okay. I don't know. We'll see where it goes in the very near future. I am intrigued by the new glasses. I don't think I'm going to purchase anything, at least not before cruise and convention and stuff. Maybe afterwards I might, but right now, no.
Man, it would be amazing to have them on your cruise, though, Mike.
I'm sorry, Demasi, I'm pretty sure Cleanfeed's cutting out. What was that?
Imagine the footage you could capture. Hold on.
Yeah, I know.
I know
3K. Why is it 3K? I've never heard anything else that's 3K.
There's been a few things out there.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't hear about it.
I want 4K.
Yeah, me too. Well, actually, at this point,
see it, and I want 4K.
I mean, actually, at this point, man, I want like 6K or 8K now. Like, I mean, what do we do with 4K? No, there's been a few cameras out. There's a lot of security cameras that fall into that 2K to 3K range. I've seen a couple of webcams years ago that were like 3K before 4K was easier to do. My expectation, just guessing, is one, the components for a 3K camera probably were a little cheaper, but it may also do with the size of the sensor needed for 4K versus 3K. Battery life could be a consideration.
That has me intrigued. Like 9-hour battery life, that could get me to pull the trigger on either the Oakleys or the display.
And I know how to fix you with these Metas.
Oh.
Yep. You'll hear about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I got Mallory's number.
I have plenty of Metas laying around now. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with them right now. Oh. I know a young lady who has 3 pairs and she travels with all 3 of them.
Yeah, see, I'm not. I heard people talking about, buying multiple pairs or buying a second pair so they could use them all day. I'm like, I just don't. But I mean, again, I think a large part of my resistance to them right now, because I've kind of gotten over the whole.
It's Meta.
Yeah, like I've kind of let it go to a certain extent because it's a different pathway of tech. And also, as I told somebody the other day when I was telling them that I'm probably going to order the Oakleys, I don't have it connected to my Meta, my original Facebook with Meta account. Like it's a whole new account. So whatever they could scrape off of that, like you're not going to get much.
You're not snapping photos and posting them on Instagram?
I don't even think I have. I actually do have an Instagram account.
I have two. One of them's been hacked, so, you know. Every once in a while I get a message, this account's been signed in Jamaica or Israel or just random countries.
So what are you people doing, man? Like, you ain't got nothing else better to do.
Right. I've went and looked at the account. There's nothing on there, so I don't know what. And literally, I think I've posted 2 or 3 times from 2011. Like,
oh man, you had Instagram a long time ago. Like, I think I set up one when I was on that kick of like, whenever there was I need to get my name on this network.
Right. So I set my Instagram up back when I was doing like network marketing stuff.
But no, I don't. I don't even remember the last time I signed into my Instagram. Yes, I do. I actually no. I think I had an Instagram account. I think before Clubhouse, but that was the last time I signed into it. Because in the early days of Clubhouse, that was the only way to message people that you had met on Clubhouse was to connect your Instagram account and then DM them. Yeah, that's definitely the last time I signed into it. I don't remember the last time I signed into my actual Facebook account. I think it was when my GPG key was set to expire and I needed to add a new key. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to decrypt emails that they sent me. But yeah, I most likely am going to, I won't even say most likely, like I'm going to order the Oakleys. Because I think that camera positioning could be more useful. It's a better camera. The battery life will make a difference. Their frames I actually would wear as sunglasses, which makes them more comfortable. And I do wear sunglasses more routinely because I'm out during the day when the sun is just beaming right into your freaking eyeballs. So it'll be a good test. I can always send them back if I don't like them for some reason.
Yep.
There's a return window. Now, what has me kind of intrigued on a glasses front is there is a rumor that there is a Unpacked, I think, event coming up from Samsung on the 29th.
Oh.
And they're expected to release announce their glasses and talk about them. So
I feel like they already announced their glasses, didn't they? Or did they announce something else?
No, they talked about the glasses that they were working on at, I want to say it was an event back in like January or February or something of this year, and that they were building it on that new Google XROS or whatever it's called.
Oh.
But they hadn't actually announced a product, just that they were going to be using that platform to build something. But it's expected they're actually going to announce these glasses. Those have me intrigued because one, they're powered by a Google operating system. So that could be fairly interesting. So I may end up getting a shipment in the mail from Meta and turning it right back around without even opening the box. Because they're not due to ship until sometime in October.
October 21st.
So yeah, by the time that ships, like depending on what Samsung has to say, like I might turn that box right around. Like, nope, don't want them. I'm good. Let's get the Samsungs in here. Yeah. Although I'm a little leery of potentially getting Samsung products at all now because they're showing ads on people's refrigerators. So
yeah. Just keep your ads out of my washer. I'm good.
Yeah, you gotta get them, man. You gotta get them.
I mean, come on. The ads probably are silent ads, so they don't do you and I any good. Hold on. What was that called? Let me jump over here. It reminds me of Radicalized.
Unauthorized.
I have that book in the root directory of my iCloud drive. I found it the other day, and I meant to send that to tell Mallory to read it because I think she'd be really intrigued. Here, I'll do that right now.
Yeah, unauthorized bread, man. For people wondering, you should look up Radicalized by Cory Doctorow. It's a funny book. Like, it's funny, but it's also kind of like, yeah, I can see us getting there too. You try to put some bread in your toaster. It's like, nope, this bread is not authorized for this toaster. What? Huh?
What do you mean?
What do you?
I just sent it to her. Oh, we'll see if she reads it. So what's new with you though? Anything new and exciting in your life?
Oh man, I don't know.
No.
I was asleep like an hour and a half ago. I have no idea what's going on.
Funny, I passed out on the couch too. And I was like, "Aren't you supposed to record shortly?" I'm like, I guess.
Yeah. Here comes back. She's like,
she made this potato soup, and it's potato and sausage and a thick cream base, and it was real good.
Oh, you ate that?
Probably a little too high in glucose, and I had way too much of it, but it was good.
Oh, man, that does sound good. You should send me that recipe.
Throw some Tabasco sauce in it. It's good for like a rainy day. Oh, yeah. Cook for 8 hours in the crock pot.
Yeah, you should send me that recipe. I'll probably substitute turkey sausage in there or beef sausage or something. Okay. But yeah, you should give me that recipe, man. Okay.
So I did a thing. Can you guess what I did?
Hold on 1 second. I'm texting your wife to tell her it would be great to capture some footage on the cruise with some Meta Oakleys. You did a thing, so let me see. Let me think. You bought something. You bought a new mixer.
Oh, God. No.
Oh.
No. I wish all I bought was a new mixer. I ended up. Oh no! What?
You wish all you bought was a new mixer. Like, that sounds like that might have hurt a little bit more than a mixer.
Oh yeah, significantly more. But it's stretching it out makes it a little less painful. So we ended up with 2 iPhone 17 Pro Maxes.
Oh man, I wasn't even thinking about phones. That's so weird. Like that literally did not cross my. And when we sat down and we started talking, like we were, making sure we could hear each other. I was like, I'm gonna ask Mark, did he buy any phones? But then we got on the Meta conversation because I really had been meaning to ask you, had you ordered any glasses? And like, I did not think about the phones at all. So, but I'm guessing you probably traded in a couple of phones.
Yeah. Yeah, we traded in a couple of phones, got some decent discounts. So here's the funny thing. I was on Discord with a group of people yesterday morning, and they're all talking about how excited they were that it was launch day and they were getting their phones and stuff, right? I'm like, I'm going to go to AT&T and see if they have any phones. And multiple people said, I guarantee they will not. I guarantee they will not. I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. So I grabbed an Uber and went over to AT&T. I'm like, hey, do you have 2 iPhone 17 Pro Maxes? And he's like, yeah. What colors do you want them in? And so I did not pre-order, but was able to. And if I would have ordered on AT&T's website, it would have been October 10th is when we would have gotten them. So I am a very impatient person when I'm ordering something. I want what I ordered now and not 6 months later. That's not that far, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Went there with my phone, traded my 14 Pro Max in. They gave, for that plan I was on, they only gave me $500. And I say only because we have an unlocked 15 Pro and they gave $999 for that one.
Oh man, that is ridiculously nice.
Yeah. So it like lowered our bill by like $18. So I'm like, yeah, I'll get that. I'll be married to you guys at least for the next 2 years, possibly the next 3 years, but Nicholas doesn't turn 18 for 2 more years. So I'll have AT&T at least for the next 2 years. So I figured, why not? And I like being able to plug my laptop charger into my phone. That's a weird concept, but it's nice.
Well, if you recall when the 15s came out, I had no plans prior to the event to upgrading my phone, with the one exception of if they did USB-C, I was going to upgrade. I said, Tia will upgrade this year because it's time for her to upgrade. She was still on the 12. I was on a 13 mini and I was cool. Unless they did USB-C. And they did USB-C. So I was like, yeah, I'm out of here.
Yep.
Because that makes all the difference. That is such a huge, all of the other features they packed into the phone, et cetera, going to a USB-C iPhone just changes so much about your life. It just makes it better. no more buying these weird adapters that are lightning to such and such so you can try to plug something in because you know somebody needs you to hop on a show and you got this USB mic. It's like, no, just plug the mic in. Just plug the interface in.
The weird thing is to still have more than 30% battery at 8 p.m. Like I got 73% battery. And I'm like, huh, that's weird for me. Because my battery would on that 14 Pro Max. Now, granted, that had 84% of the battery capacity.
Yeah, and that was Mallory's phone before it was your phone.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
she strikes me as one of those that is probably kind of rough on the battery.
She is, for sure. Yeah.
It's like Tia. Like, how do you have to? I don't understand how people have to charge their like, especially a Pro Max, multiple times a day. It's like my phone is about to die. It's 2:00 in the afternoon. What are you doing?
Yeah. And you're running around on a mini and you're like, I still got 50% battery.
I mean, look, I'm on the Pro Max and like, unless I'm actually doing something heavy with it, like, you know, navigation or something, you know, generally I get around about 6:00 and I'm looking at kind of the same thing you're looking at right now. Like I'm well over 50% in most cases.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't get
actually, this is what's surprising about this is I have to give it a week before my battery actual usage on a new device will settle down to what I can expect, because you're synchronizing all the apps in the background. You're bringing down iCloud data, all that type of stuff. And, you know, the battery's getting used to your usage, which sounds weird, but it's AI. We'll just all blame it on AI. So we'll see how my batteries last in this time next week, but I wouldn't be surprised if I even have a little bit more battery around this time of day.
Yeah.
So
what do you think about the phone and the like? Tell me about the physical differences. Like, does the body feel different from, say, the 14 Pro Max? Because the 14, 15, and 16s basically had the same physical characteristics.
It does. So on the back of so of course, did you have a camera button on your 15 or not?
Nope, that was 16.
Okay,
when they introduced it.
So you have 3 buttons on the left side, which is your action button, volume up and volume down. And yes, for everyone who's curious, the action button for me is still silent ring. I haven't went and, you know, really configured that. And then you have 2 buttons on
card.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what I end up doing with it. On the right side, you have the lock button, and then about midway down, you have the camera button. That's kind of handy to pull up the camera real quick, and to get image recognition with AI. I haven't played with it that much, but I heard you can tie like apps like Seeing AI to that. So I want to experiment with that. Because if I can, then that would be really handy to do that.
Oh, man, don't say that. 'Cause I'm not gonna make
and then you have the USB-C port on the bottom. When I first got this, I'm just going to keep talking so Demasi can't be disappointed in not having a camera button. Oh, no. When I first got this, my first comments was, it's an iPhone. Like, I don't know how better to explain it, but it's just an iPhone. It's a lot the same. And I think you understand where I'm coming from with that.
Yep.
However, on the back, it's got, hold on, I have a case in it because, you know, you have to have I have to have a case. I will break a phone if I don't have a case.
Did you get the Apple case?
No. I got a cheap silicone case from Amazon.
Oh, man, so that means you got a hole where your camera button is.
No, it's a lens piece.
Oh, okay.
No, I do have a hole where my camera button is. Huh. That's interesting. Didn't even notice that. So on the back of the phone, I just pulled it out of the case. The phone you currently have in the 14, they have glass backs. These are not glass backs. They're smooth.
It's aluminum.
But the window, apparently where the Apple logo is glass. It's a lot smoother as well, so you can tell where that is. And then if you trail your finger up, you'll come to, I think it's called the plateau. And that is where your camera is. Now, I thought the camera went all the way across the phone, but it does not. It's still in that little triangle configuration that it's always been in. Well, sideways triangle. That makes sense. Letter O. There we go.
Yep.
Well, no, I guess.
Yep. No, that's a letter O.
Letter O.
Does that bar go, like, does that plateau go all the way across the phone, though?
Yes.
Okay. It still has the cameras tucked in that same corner. See, I was hoping they were going to put a camera on each side, like spread the cameras out across the plateau.
So was I, because I was imagining it like the Pixel.
Yeah.
So you know how the Pixel has two round holes on what would be the right side of its camera bar? They're kind of separated.
Yep.
The Apple one also has those two round holes on what would be the left side of it because the cameras are on the right.
Okay. So I'm guessing one of those is flash.
I'm guessing so. I'm not certain.
The other might be the LiDAR that we don't use for anything.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it. The one thing that caught me off guard was once I set up Apple Intelligence, I didn't realize that there was a different Siri sound for the listening. Like when it's listening, it has a more fuller tone, and that caught me off guard for a minute. I thought, oh, did they change it with iOS 26? Nope, it was just because it had Apple Intelligence. I connected it to my ChatGPT account. You may have told me this, but it didn't impact me, so I didn't listen to you, likely. And that is when you connect it to your ChatGPT account, and you ask a question and Siri uses ChatGPT, that question chat shows up in your ChatGPT history, which is pretty handy.
It's handy sometimes. Sometimes
also
it's just
annoying.
Yeah. This is like, first, I don't understand why you had to go to ChatGPT for that question. And second, like, that is the dumbest question for me to see right now. I'm looking for something. Serious. I just wanted to do a calculation real quick. Convert this to that. Why is that in my ChatGPT history?
Right. Why couldn't you just do that conversion, Siri? And yeah, that's about it. I did not order a new watch. I figured $2,400 was enough in one day.
Did enough damage. So I have not bought anything. I am really thinking about the AirPod Pro 3s. I'm actually
Mark got those
right now at the moment waiting for Costco to get them in stock because they include the Apple Care when you buy them versus having to pay for it separately. And last I looked, they didn't have them in stock. They also don't have them on discount right now either, which is unusual. Because usually when new Apple earbuds come out, like I think when I bought the Beats Fit Pros the first time, like they were discounted $50 automatically on Costco's website from retail, and also had Apple Care. But I'm really interested in those. If I buy me a pair of those, I will probably hand my Power Beats 2 over to Tia, because she doesn't really do the AirPods because she doesn't like to reach up in your ear, squeeze the thing gesture you got to do on the AirPod Pros. So I will probably give her my Beats. I already gave her my other pair of Beats because I think she lost hers or something. I don't know what happened to her other Beats, or no, something happened to the earbud, like it got broken or something. So I gave her my old pair, my original pair of Beats Fit Pros, but I'll probably give her these Power Beats and get me a pair of AirPods Pro 3s. I hear they're smaller. I hear the noise cancellation is better. The battery life being better is interesting to me as I use them more, because I am back on the iPhone, sort of.
Sort of?
Sort of. So the phone number for Spirals and the phone number for Bedrock is on the iPhone. So it's a work phone, which feels weird when I'm using it to do other stuff that ain't work. And I'm like, I can't call anybody over here. My personal number is still on the Pixel, because I do like that phone. I really do like that phone quite a bit. But I got some plans to do some testing with some stuff. I have not put Graphene OS on there yet. So that will be the next thing I do to test out this, does the screen reader actually work at boot and all of that sort of stuff that I hadn't tested. Mostly because I hadn't had time to sit down with somebody to help me through that process of, flashing the bootloader and doing all these things. You got to hold down this button when you power the phone up. So you get into this menu, all that stuff. Also, I wasn't 100% sure how well it'll work, and I didn't need my work number not working. So had to get back over to the iPhone. So I am back on the iPhone. Did you by chance look at the iPhone Air while you were in the store?
I did not.
Oh, come on, Mike.
I know.
You're supposed to look at it. I didn't expect you to buy it. I didn't actually expect you to go buy a phone. Period.
Yeah, I didn't expect me to go buy a phone yesterday morning either.
Yeah, see, you got caught up hanging out with people who were talking about how great it was going to be. Yeah, they got you.
Yeah, I know. I had mine before most of them did too, and I thought that was funny because I didn't even pre-order it. I got home and I'm like, yeah, just having a good day, getting work done, stuff like that. And then I just offhandedly made a comment that I like the way something was, the way the speaker sound on the new iPhone 17 Pro Max. And they're like, what? You got one? I'm like, yeah, I got two.
Just goes to show you, kids. Pre-ordering is a thing, but you can also just generally go in a store on the day of and just buy it.
That's the advantage of living in a smaller town, though, too. Although the guy that I was working with at AT&T goes, we had 8 people standing outside our store before we opened. That's the most amount of people I've ever had waiting outside the door for us. I laughed.
Man, that seems to be the case in a lot of places. I mean, maybe not in bigger cities for sure, but yeah, in a lot of medium to small towns like that seems to be, you're able to just go in and buy the phone the day of, or buy whatever it is the day of release, because a lot of people have done their ordering already, or they've ordered over the phone or ordered on the website or whatnot.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people call up, AT&T or Verizon, like, hey, I see there's a new iPhone. How can I get that iPhone? And so that's all handled that way. Or you got.
And the salespeople want to get their commission, so then they suck them in to get the phone right then instead of just going to the store and walking out with it.
Yeah. Then you're waiting on the FedEx/UPS person to show up.
And making sure you're home so you don't get the, sorry, we missed you note.
Yeah. Or you don't get we just left your phone on the porch. Nope. Still ain't letting it go. Letting it go. Didn't even knock on my door. Just left the phone sitting right on the porch. $1,500. Well, $1,500. $1,200 phone. Just on the porch. Didn't knock or anything.
Hanging out there. Anyone could have went and got themselves a new iPhone. Now, granted, it was tied to your account, so you could probably. I don't even know how that works. Could you have restricted them from, or could Verizon or whoever
at that time? I would have had to try to go through T-Mobile to get them to do something, because I think they had the serial number tied to the T-Mobile account, because I was doing the payments through T-Mobile to get that phone. Mm-hmm. So I think they could have done something, but no, it wasn't tied to anybody's Apple account yet. So yeah, like somebody totally could have. Probably the only thing preventing them from activating that phone would have been the fact that it was locked to T-Mobile.
Yeah. But you don't have to worry about that, because that never happened. I mean, the situation happened. No one stole it, though. So.
Yeah. So wasn't a thing. And now I just I don't know. I thought about buying the phone. I really did. Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, I kind of don't need it. I don't really need it. I am intrigued by the camera button. I did mention that to somebody I was talking to. I was like, it'd be cool if you could tie the camera button to, instead of just launching the camera, which I don't really use that much, to say launching Seeing AI or something like that. Launching into a different app.
ChatGPT in video mode. That would be cool.
That could be a thing. We could just put that on your action button.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
What do you use your action button for?
Right now it launches into ChatGPT voice mode.
Okay. That seems to be, so if you press and hold the button on the right side, you get Siri, the left side, you get ChatGPT. Which one do you do more?
Probably Siri, but
see, I think I would be Siri, because Siri can do stuff on your device.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, but that's only because I'll do that and then say, shuffle my favorites or play this playlist or
Mm.
FaceTime audio, Michael,
Yep.
things like that.
Because you can't do that type of stuff with OpenAI yet, right?
Nope.
Which is kind of surprising to me.
You can do some of that with Perplexity.
Perplexity. Yeah.
So my guess would be just OpenAI hasn't taken advantage of those hooks into the system in order for you to.
But I wonder if that's part of their agreement for using OpenAI with Siri.
I mean, to me, that would be dumb, but it doesn't mean that you're not right about that, because I feel like this, and I've said this before, I think I can sum it up very quickly now, which is last year in 2024, Apple did this whole thing about Apple Intelligence during WWDC. It was nuts. They didn't have to even push that hard, because what they could stand on, I think more than anything, is being a platform where you can use all of these apps. And we're not in competition with these people, unlike Gemini and Google on Android, or, well, I think Samsung is now using Gemini for certain stuff and etc. But you get the point that I'm making, right? That would have been more of a way to lean into this, I think, for them, instead of making a whole bunch of overreaching promises that they hadn't finalized. If you had finalized all this stuff and it was working and shipping and Tim Cook was using it at his house every day, then sure, tell people, but you weren't there yet. And I still think nobody cares. Like, most of us don't care. Even me and you don't really care. I mean, I care that Siri is not as smart and useful as it could be. But generally, I don't care that there's not an Apple equivalent of Gemini at this point. And frankly, Gemini on Android is still kind of stupid because it's device-related things it still can't do. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't make phone calls. What do you mean you can't make phone calls on a phone?
So here's this. This is what gets me. Who did I say call one day? I said call Michael Babcock. I don't remember who. I know it's happened with you, but one day I said call somebody. It's out here to give. I have a number for the lawyer, it was some lady. I can't remember who I was calling. It's like, what do you mean? You're on my phone. Why don't you look at my contacts first? If you don't find anybody in my contacts, then maybe go do the stupid crap you're doing right now. No, you're going to just, I'm going to go search the web and try to call a lawyer in New York. Like, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So Gemini ain't doing that great. But no, I think that Apple's, being able to use all of the AI apps on the phone, being able to tie them to shortcuts, having that built-in native support for, hey, I can, if the app provides that, if the app does it on their end, or the app developer does it on their end, you can tie things like GPT or Perplexity to your action button or to a shortcut icon on your home screen. There's so much that you can do there, and in a lot of ways, even though Apple is so locked down and private, like, it's very open to you being able to use whatever model you want to use. So they should really lean into that. That's what I think. And just slowly build your thing out.
Didn't Federico create a shortcut that gives you more power to your action button? Or am I misremembering that?
No, he did. There's a few people that have done that. Federico had one. I think he has a new version of that one out now. I don't remember what all it does. Stephen Robles, who is the guy that I saw do the video on Perplexity, like the comparison between what Perplexity can do and what Siri could do. He shared a shortcut in that video that would, depending on the situation, would launch you into different apps or different. Yeah, so he's done something similar. Remember when the action button first came out, John Gruber from Daring Fireball had a shortcut that he put out that, depending on it did depend on some third-party apps, but depending on the orientation of your phone, it would do different things. So if your phone was upside down and you pressed and held the action button, it would toggle vibration versus ring. Yeah. If it was out of your pocket, face up, it would do something else. I don't remember what that thing was. I actually had that shortcut on there for a while until I got annoyed because I kept accidentally turning my ringer back on.
Yeah, that'll be something I'll play with, because it's a powerful button. It's just one button that can make a huge difference on your phone for sure.
Yeah. I'm curious if you notice anything else that like at the moment you haven't gotten me. Just because like I already know the only thing that I'm mostly missing is the camera button, and even with it being reprogrammable, like I don't need to jump over that because I'm probably going to get a watch. More likely the Ultra 3, just mostly battery life. I don't really care about the satellite, but the battery life being what it is.
And you get an action button on your Ultra.
And you get an action button on the Ultra that you can, use to launch shortcuts.
I have mine set to recognize music. That
is actually more handy than I think a lot of people think of. I have that in my control center. The phone.
Yeah. It's on my lock
somebody will be going down
regularly.
Yeah, I should actually put it down there too. That's another thing for people too, like those two buttons at the bottom of your lock screen that were camera and flashlight. Is that what the other one was for? Yeah, you can now change those. So you can make those launch shortcuts or launch you into an app as well. So there's a lot more flexibility with being able to trigger automation, shortcuts, apps, or features of the OS. So at this point, Mike has 4 ways he can do a thing without even having to unlock get off his lock screen, which is cool. I have 3 because I don't have a camera button. And for people who have, I want to say the 12 for sure going forward, I know is there. That little side piece on the right side of your phone, I'm guessing the camera control button is where that little kind of glass cutout used to be on the side rail, where the 5G antenna was. Yeah, that's where I thought they put it.
About an inch below the lock button.
Yep, that's about where that little cutout piece was. Yeah, that makes sense. I probably would not necessarily hit, let's see, how do I hold my phone? Yeah, I probably would hit that for the first few days accidentally a lot. But yeah, probably going to go for the Ultra 3 because my current watch is still the Series 6. So I'm way back there.
Someone posted on Mastodon that going from a Series 6 to a Series 11 is a giant leap forward in technology advances. And I'm like, yeah, I can imagine. 6 generations or 5.
5, yeah. A really good deal out there right now for people too, though, is the new SE. Like that is a really good deal for a watch for $249 if you don't mind not having some of the features that it doesn't have, but generally overall across the board, it is a Apple Watch. It has 5G if you care about 5G. You get the basic, health data statistics. I think it maybe doesn't do that hypertension detection, which really isn't testing your blood pressure. It's just giving you an aggregate report over 30 days of
just tells you if you're
indicators.
Stressed.
Basically. Yeah, basically. So it's not, to the level that a lot of people, and it's not a new sensor. There are no new sensors in any Apple Watch that was released this year. I cannot stress that enough. There is not any new sensors. They are just aggregating because they've been learning over the years from people wearing the Apple Watch and doing the health studies, which I've done a few of those, and figuring out how to, through machine learning, make use of data to make educated guesses about things now, such as the hypertension. But there is not any new sensor in the watch. In fact, you lost a sensor because you don't have that, was it the blood oxygen they got sued over?
Did you lose that? Because they
took the sensor out and they're using machine learning to do it, and you can only view it on your phone, I think. Like your watch can gather the data, but you can only see the data on your phone now, unless you have a watch that still had it active before January of this year, I think.
Gotcha.
Nope. Yeah. Or was it last year? I can't remember. I lose track. No, it had to be this year because last year I was in BEP training and I wouldn't have been thinking about a freaking Apple lawsuit at all. I wouldn't have cared.
Was it last? It was last year. Wow. Huh. Spiros just turned a year old like a month ago, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Huh. Did you have birthday cake?
No.
Oh.
I had a bag of chili cheese Fritos. And a Dr. Pepper that I didn't drink. Because I opened it by accident. I was like, crap. Yeah, I don't like this.
So we're at 55. I don't know if you have another topic you wanted to cover, but we could wrap it up and stick to that 1 hour
No, we can wrap.
time frame, which we've not stuck to for the last 2 weeks, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but we aspire. We don't always do it, but we aspire to be great. Wait, why can't I do anything on my computer? Oh, because it went to sleep. Wake up.
I bet he hasn't hit save at all. And
hey, man, I'm recording in Reaper.
and I'm recording an audio hijack, so.
Are you?
Yes. And I did verify that I'm actually recording you in audio hijack too. So, fun times. I should.
Okay, now I just sent the message. Well, actually, I hadn't sent it before, but now I just sent it. Yeah. So we'll see if Mike ends up with some Oakleys. Oh, crap. You know what? You wouldn't have them, though, because they wouldn't ship before your cruise. Crap, that sucks.
Yep. They would not ship.
Well, you know people.
Well, they would ship. I could ask them to ship them to the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting drone deliveries out there just yet. Well, you know people that know people. You know, you may be good. You know,
I could have them shipped to Mexico and just pick them up when I'm in Mexico.
Yeah, I don't think I would try that.
No, something would definitely go wrong.
Absolutely. If nothing less, get them and they would
100%.
They'd be speaking in Spanish. You're like, I don't even know how to turn this off. Hey, Meta, speak English. No comprende. What? I will probably buy those, though. I think I'm going to at least give them a try. Michael has been working on me over the years, people. So I'm a little less... Frankly, I think the technology can be useful. I think that better camera could make it better. You've kind of now nudged me over the line to getting them. Also, it's a business expense. Like, to be honest, I'm absolutely going to make it a business expense because, that's what I would be trying to use them for. But the API is interesting too, because that could lead into, some different scenarios. Besides, I ain't bought nothing in I don't know how long.
So if I open the book, it opens books. But if I message it to Mallory, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't let her open it.
Tell her to tap and hold on it.
EPUB. I tried tapping and holding too myself. Well, I'm going to try it right now, actually. I tried actions, not tapping and holding.
So did you just copy and paste it into a message?
Yeah. I'm going to try something here.
Just share it.
This does share it? Oh. I'm going to hit share. Messages. I'm going to share it with myself.
I did it already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I just sent it to her. It sends her a link, so that should let her open it, like either in iCloud or something, but that should make it work, I think.
Oh, did you share it with her? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it does give you a link, doesn't it? Huh. Alrighty. Well, on that note, I want to thank our tip jar subscribers for buying me a new iPhone. Appreciate you.
Wow.
Oh. Appreciate all of the tip jar subscribers.
Yeah. Thanks to the tip jar subscribers, in all honesty. We don't have quite enough of you to pay for the iPhone. So, hey, if you're thinking about becoming a tip jar subscriber, go to technicallyworking.show and sign up to support us, because somebody's got to pay for these meta frames, and I ain't doing it. No, I'm just kidding.
If you are, so the displays come out before the new Oakleys do. They come out the 30th. So you can pre-order those now. They're shipping the 30th. If you are ordering them, we'd love to hear from you. Because I don't think Demasi's going to order those ones just to try them out.
No, I'm not.
So if you end up picking those up, let us know. We'd love to get.
We'd love to know how you're using
feedback.
them. Yeah, we'd love to get your feedback, which you can send us by.
If you work for Meta, you can also send us an email and a free pair or two of these to test and share with our listeners as well. Where can they send that email to?
They can send that to feedback@technicallyworking.show. You can also reach us on Mastodon. He's Payon, Payown, at dragonscave.space. I am Damasi, Damashe, at technically.social. And our bot that you can follow to know when the show gets posted is TW at technically.social. Follow the bot. The bot will have announcements for sure. And apparently it's my bedtime. I still have that on, even though I don't think I ever make it to bed at that time anymore. I remember when I used to. Oh man,
it's convenient to shut off all your notifications though at night.
Yeah,
without having to think about it, they're just off.
Yep,
and then they come back when it's time.
Yep. You know, they don't come back until you, well, if you have an alarm set tied to your sleep thing, like they don't actually come back until you actually stop your alarm. So if you keep hitting snooze, your notifications never come.
Yes. Yes, that is so true.
Thanks to everybody who listens. We truly appreciate you. I have not checked the inbox here recently. The last time I looked, we didn't have any email, but I honestly hadn't checked probably latter half of this week. So if you have sent us feedback, trust that I will see it and we will discuss it if it's something we are supposed to discuss on the show. Now, if you're sending us stuff to test out, I would say for myself, the black frames with the 24K, because the Ira lady said that looks really good that would look really good with your skin tone. So, I'll take that. For Michael, I would say send him the black frames with the Rode.
Well, I mean, just send me a display. I'll test that out for you.
Oh yeah, you can
send the wraparound. Send me the display. I don't care what color.
Yeah, I have no idea what color they even come in. I ain't looked at those. Michael would actually test the display though.
Yes.
So yeah, we're open to this. However, if you insist on just sending us Oakleys or sending us just audio Meta Ray-Bans, because the stock of the displays are supposed to be limited. Apparently, they only made a few 100,000 of those. I would send Mike the black frames with the Rode. I mean, yeah, the black frames with the Rode lenses. They're multicolored. He probably doesn't care, but you know, other people will get a kick out of his multicolored frames or lenses. Anyway, appreciate everybody who listens. Thank you very much. Share the show with a friend. That is the best way you can help us out. And keep listening. This has been episode 129 of Technically Working.
Oh, and as a quick side note before we wrap it up, the only bug I've ran into with whatever operating system I'm on now, Tahoe, is if you open the calculator and you press any key, for example, 150, you hear left to right mark 1, left to right mark 5, left to right mark 0. And if you hit clear or escape, left to right mark 0.
Yeah. So I don't even know why you would open the calculator on the Mac. Get Solver.
Or Launch Bar. You can just do them in Launch Bar too.
You could just absolutely just do it in Launch Bar. If you're needing to do more than what Launch Bar gives you, get Solver.
Yeah.
Unless you're a nerd, then you need to get PCalc. Because you will understand what some of that stuff means that I don't. So there you go.